What be true Timmers here. Since this month, I'm doing my reviews for March-based movies for films that got released in March. Here is my review for the 1999 film Cruel Intentions. Now, Cruel Intentions premiered back on March 5th, 1999, and believe it or not, while I was a little too young to see Cruel Intentions in theaters when it first got released, about I think it was 2019 or 18, I think it was. I forgot the actual year. AMC actually re-released the film there, so I was actually able to watch Cruel Intentions in theaters a little later. So, but I did remember watching Cruel Intentions on TV when it first premiered. I mean, obviously maybe one of the best scenes is the kissing scene between Sarah Michelle Gellar and Selma Blair. Come on, any fans of Cruel Intentions who did like? Come on, even if you did not like the movie, you can't deny that scene was pretty awesome. Anyway, now the film was of course directed by Roger Como, who also recently gave us that the After sequel last year, After We Collide, I think it was called. And this film, was a bit like I guess say partially erotic in a way. It's about Annette, played by Reese Witherspoon, who ends up unwillingly becomes a pawn in this college in this college kids Sebastian and Catherine's Rebecca Chuaja like these sexual conquests when she like writes an article for 17 magazine. And of course, Sebastian is played by Ryan Felipe, while Catherine is played by Sarah Michelle Gellar. And so, and so, Annette is trying to write for the 17 magazine about how she intends to stay pure until she ends up marrying her boyfriend and all that. But however, Sebastian ends up getting more than he bargains for and all that. And he wants to like woo Annette and all that, and he pretty much wants to get Annette in bed and yeah. Anyway, now of course Ron Felipe and Reese Witherspoon was actually married a couple years after this movie got released, so there's that too. You also had some interesting other casts here, like Selma Blair was pretty solid. You also had Louise Fletcher. Uh, you also had Christine Baranski had a part in this. You even had Tara Reid was in this. I mean, this movie was it's I guess it's a bit like based on the iconic novel Dangerous Liaisons in a weird way. And the characters in this, I guess you say, aren't that likable because I mean Sebastian is a bit of a douchey, rich kid, and of course Sarah Michelle Gellar is pretty much like the mean girl in this. But that aside, it's still really solid to watch. Great performances by Ryan Felipe. I mean, the beginning of this when he ends up messing with Terry's character and all that. That was pretty cool right there. It had a really intense ending, a really solid script. I mean, I thought this movie was a really decent, pleasant film. I mean, it was of course a really solid teen movie from the '90s. Of course, it premiered like late 1990s. But I mean, it's crazy to believe that this movie is actually 21 years old this year. It's just 21. No, actually, 22 years old. It is insane to believe that. But hey, they also did do a couple of sequels too as well. The sequels aren't so good, but the first Cruel Intentions is so good. I mean, Selma Blair really stole lots of scenes. I mean, her performance with Sarah Michelle Gellar, obviously, was a highlight of the whole movie. And how cool was to see last year at this MTV not movie awards, but like the MTV well, they pretty much talked about past the movie awards like in the past and all that. And of course, Sarah Michelle Gellar and Selma Blair actually reunited for that scene. That was really cool. But this is a bit of a dark comedy. You know, it's of course Danger Liaison took place in 1700s France, while while Cruel Intentions, of course, takes place in the 90s. So it's a bit like a. Of course, they have done adaptations of Danger Liaisons, with I believe Glenn Close was in the adaptation of that one. But this is a really decent film worth checking out. I mean, if you guys have never really seen Cruel Intentions, you can find it on HBO Max. You can find it on what else can you find on? You can find it on Fandango Now, Vudu, Prime Video, Apple. Really decent film. And I believe this was actually like in the '90s, right? Ryan Felipe and of course Sam Shugga were also in I Know Which Did Last Summer, so they've already done something together beforehand. But anyway, let me leave you guys. Have you ever seen Cruel Intentions? If so, what's your it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What were some of your favorite parts in it? Some of your favorite moments? Obviously, I'm pretty sure most people's favorite moments is the Sam Shugga and Selma Blair scene. Anyway, drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Sam signing out.